Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back here to today's edition of Intuitive Angling, and really appreciate you guys coming by the channel to check the video out. I always appreciate that. And guys, today we're going to be talking about the bass boat and bass motor, the outboard motor bass boat market, and in light of the fact that last week Mercury Outboards announced that they laid off 1,700 people in addition to the 300 people that they laid off permanently a couple months ago. I think these recent layoffs they're considered temporary, but anyway, it's going to be a good conversation on the boat and motor market. Sort of give you guys my opinion on that in the video today. Also, guys, big thank you out there to everybody that has taken time to subscribe here to Intuitive Angling for Get Started. Really appreciate that. You know, right now we've only got like 40% of the people that watch the videos are actually subscribed. So I'd like to invite everybody to hit that subscribe button. And also thank you everybody that's been using all the links I put in my video description. Every one of you guys that are using those links, you're doing a huge role in keeping the channel on YouTube here, and really appreciate that. Okay guys, first of all, the first thing I want to say about this, because a lot of people are reactionary when they hear stuff like this. The boat and motor market, like anything else, it cycles. It goes up and down and up and down and up and down. I've seen this 1,000 times where, you know, you'll have layoffs, you know, the economy goes up and down. It's just part of the cycle that we live in here. So obviously everything is just temporary here, but I want to talk a little bit about the state of the boat and motor market that we see ourselves in right now, because there's a lot of different variables that attribute to this, and sort of want to talk about also some things that they could probably do to help their own situation out. First of all, one of the reasons that the boat and motor market right now is in such a bad shape is the fact that inventory levels have basically caught up with demand. I mean, the entire pandemic, you know, there was, you know, a lot of shutdowns there because, you know, safety issues, a lot of increased production after it came about, and basically supply has caught up with demand to a large degree. That's one of the biggest reasons for it. Another reason, you know, like I said, is the interest rates. And, you know, like for example, right now the economy is so strong in the United States that the Federal Reserve has kept the interest rates high because they're trying to slow the economy down. This economy is growing so fast right now that if they drop interest rates, you know, they feel it's going to throw us into a recession. So the predicted interest rate drops that we were supposed to see this year have not happened because the Federal Reserve will not drop those interest rates as long as the economy is strong as it is. So that's a big factor with it. But one of my opinions on this whole thing, I mean, there's a couple different, you know, reasons, a couple different additional things that factor into that. But one of my main thing is that it's just like, they're getting so high. It's just like the price of outboard motors and boats are so high right now that I think a lot of people just don't want to pay it. I mean, and here's the thing that I have always seen in the boat and motor market. It's like every single year there's some type of new bell and whistle. It's like, and we've seen it the last couple of years with the ridiculous increases in electronics that, you know, come with boats. But every single year it's like a boat manufacturer, or not necessarily the motor manufacturer quite as much, but they've got to come out with something new, almost like an iPhone, to like entice people into buying it. And every time they do that, there's a residual price increase of usually 3 to 6% across the board. Eventually you reach a precipice where it's just too much for the average American citizen to spend on it. Like right now, you know, the average price for these top of the line bass boat, fiberglass bass boats right now are over $100,000. What type of average American that has a family of 4 or 5 can afford a $100,000 bass boat? It's like the industry to a large degree is pricing themselves out of business. And that's why I've always been, you guys talk about me, you know, I'm in the process of getting a different boat now, and I'm going to go to a small boat with, you know, probably a 115 to 150 horse on it. You know, and I'm leaning more towards aluminum just because of the cost factor. But one of the things about that is like you can't continue to raise the price of boats and expect people to keep up with that particular cost increase. And I think that a lot of people have seen that coming slowly, but I think when we reach the point of 6 figures for a bass boat, I think that's a bridge too far for most people out there. I think that's a big part of it. But anyway, like I said, when you're talking about the economy affecting luxury items like boats and motors, I mean, there's a lot of factors in there that a lot of people don't understand. I don't even understand it to a large degree, but this news that Mercury laid off 1,700 people this month. I mean, that's a pretty big shock. And another thing with this is I think one of the things you have to realize when you're talking about the boat and motor market, especially the outboard motor market, this is a global deal. This isn't something that's relegated to the United States. This entire thing is a result of the global pandemic and the result of everything that came along with that, all the supply chain issues that came after the pandemic. It's just going to take a while for it to reset, but I don't know if it's ever going to reset as long as the prices keep going up like what they are. So one of my suggestions, guys, like I said, it's the direction I'm probably going to go in, is just drop out of that rat race. Simplify your fishing, downsize. That's what I'm going to do. I think that going to an aluminum boat is a great idea. Downsizing your horsepower, downsizing, reducing. All you need is two 2D sonar units and a GPS. You don't need to have $50,000 worth of electronics on your boat. So I see a trend of that. I think a lot of people have just sort of had too much. So that's one way to get around it, to avoid everything that we're seeing going on right here. But anyway, guys, let me know what you all think. Shoot me your opinions. We'll talk later. See you.